session, we are going to discuss sum and product of the roots of quadratic equation. So here is a simple formula for the sum and product of the roots. For the sum of the roots, you have here x sub 1 plus x sub 2 is equal to negative b over a. So that's the formula for the sum, negative b over a. So kaya tayo gumamit ng x sub 1 plus x sub 2, meaning sum of the roots. Ibig sabihin nito, pag inad mo yung dalawang roots, so the answer would be the answer for negative b over a. That is it. Next, product of the roots. We have x sub 1 times x sub 2. So you will multiply the two roots, so it is equal to c over a. So yan na yung pinaka-shortcut for us to find for the sum and product of the roots. Find the sum and product of the roots of the following. Number 1, x squared plus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. So, ang formula lang naman natin for the sum, we have x sub 1 plus x sub 2 is equal to negative b over a. Then, for the product, we have x sub 1 times x sub 2 is equals to c over a. So, yan lang naman yung tatandaan natin. Let us find for a, b, and c of our given. Ang A natin is 1, ang B natin we have 3, ang C natin is 2. Yan. So, dapat lang yung inyong given is naka-arrange siya sa general form or standard form of quadratic equation. Then afterwards, let us solve. So, we have x sub 1 plus x sub 2 is equal to negative. Your B is 3 over 1. What is negative 3 over 1? So, therefore, ang sum mo is x sub 1 plus x sub 2 is equal to negative 3. That is it. That's the sum. For the product, we have here x sub 1 times x sub 2 is equal to, your C, we have here 2, your A is 1. 2 divided by 1, we have x sub 1 times x sub 2. The answer is positive 2. We're done. That is it. Ganun lang kasimple. Ma'am, paano pag nakalimutan ko yung formula, pwede po ba ganito? Pwede ganito. Halimbawa, nakalimutan yung formula. So, pwede kang solve for x muna. So, how to solve for x? Factoring. So, you have here x and x. Factor C2, pag inad mo ay 3. Plus 2, tsaka plus 1. Yan yun. So, solve for x. So, we have x is equals to negative 2, x is equals to negative 1. Diba? Pag inad mo yan, negative 2 plus negative 1, ang sagot ay negative 3. That's the sum. Ayun. Diba? Parehas. If you multiply negative 2 times negative 1, the answer is positive 2. That's a product. That is it. Alright? So, ganun lang siya kasimple. So, that's the sum and product of the roots. Next tayo, let us have number 2. So, syempre, wag na natin itong gawin. So, meron ka ng formula, yung formula na lang yung gamitin mo. 'Di ba? So, we have your A, your B, and your C. Your A is 1, your B is positive 3, your C is negative 10. For the sum, x sub 1 plus x sub 2 is equal to negative B over A, that is negative 3 over 1. It is equal to negative 3. That's the sum. For the product, x sub 1 times x sub 2 is equals to c over a. Your c is negative 10 over 1. Negative 10 divided by 1, we have negative 10. We're done. So, ganun lang siya kasimple. So, let us have more examples. Number 3. 2x squared equals to 11x minus 12. So, hindi siya naka-arrange. So, arrange natin. So, yung ito, transpose natin to the other side and this one. So, you have your 2x squared, then positive 11 becomes negative 11x, negative 12 becomes positive 12, then equate mo lang to 0. Then, let us have your A, B, and C. Your A, we have here positive 2, your B, we have negative 11, and your C, we have positive 12. Then, afterwards, let us have your formula. X sub 1 plus x sub 2 is equals to negative B over A. So, it is equal to negative times negative 11. Yun kasi yung B mo, negative eh. Then, your A is 2. So, negative times negative 11, that is positive 11. 11 over 2. Ayan na, tapos na. That's the sum, 11 over 2. Or, pwede mo naman siya i-change in 5 and 1/2. Then for the product, we have x sub 1 times x sub 2 is equal to c over a. So it is equal, your c here is 12, then your a is 2. 12 divided by 2, the answer is 6. We're done. Next tayo. Let us have number 4. 4x squared plus 7x equals to 0. So, naka-arrange naman na siya. So, let us have your A, your B, and your C. Ang A mo dito, we have here 4. Ang B mo, we have 7. Ang C mo, we have 0. Then, afterwards, let us have your formula. X sub 1 plus x sub 2 for the sum is equals to negative b over a. So, it is equal to negative, your b is 7, over a, we have 4. O, yan na. We're done. Next, x sub 1 times x sub 2 is equal to c over a. For the product, ang c mo, we have 0. Bakit 0 is 0 mo? Kasi wala ka namang constant dyan, kaya 0 yan. So, you have 0 divided by your a is 4. 0 divided by 4, we have 0. So, that's the product. We have 0. Is it clear? So, that's how you find for the sum and product of the roots of quadratic equation. Now, paano naman kung baliktad? Ang given mo ay sum and product, ang hahanapin mo ay si quadratic equation. Alright, so let's do that. Find the equation given the sum and product of the roots. Let us have number 1. We have here x sub 1 plus x sub 2 is equals to negative 8. And then for the product, we have x sub 1 times x sub 2 is equals to negative 20. As you can see, ganito siya tumatakbo. Diba kapag siya ang ating general form ay ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. That is your general form or standard form for quadratic equation. Then, kapag kinukuha natin yan, nagkakaroon tayo ng just divide it. Diba? Parang dinivide lang yung a, yung a, yung a. Kaya siya naging ba tsaka ca. So, magiging na siyang x squared. Then, ito, mag-change lang ng sign, minus b over a x plus c over a is equals to 0. Bakit ako nag-change ng sign dito? Kasi ang formula natin is negative b over a. Tama? So, that is it. So, ito lang yung gagamitin natin. Yan na yun. So, you will just substitute. So, we have here x squared na tayo. X squared minus. So, b over a, that is your sum. That is negative 8. So, negative 8. Just write negative 8, then x. Plus, your c over a, that is your product. So, this one is times negative 20 is equal to 0. Then, just simplify. So, you have here x squared. Negative times negative becomes positive 8x. Then, positive times negative, we have negative 20 is equals to 0. We're done. This is now your quadratic equation. Diba? Madali lang. That is it. Ito. R sub 1 plus R sub 2. R sub 1 and R sub 2 means roots din po. So, sum. So, we have a formula here. So, we have here x squared minus the sum. Then, x plus the product is equal to 0. So, yan yung pinaka, format natin for us to find for the equation. So, we have now x squared minus your sum, negative 13 over 5. Then, x. Huwag nyo kakalimutan yung x sa tabi ni sum mo. Then, plus, we have here negative 6 over 5 is equal to 0. Then, afterwards, you are going to simplify. So, it becomes, dito natin lagay, x squared plus na 13 over 5 x, then minus to kasi positive times negative 6 over 5 is equal to 0. Then kailangan mawala yung denominator dyan, so you will multiply all sides by 5. So 5 times x squared, we have here 5x squared. 5 divided by 5, we have 1 times 13, so plus 13x. Next, 5 divided by 5, we have here 1 times 6, that is negative 6, equals 0 times 5, 0. So, this is now your quadratic equation. We're done. Alright? So, 2 more examples pa. 3. Sum is 15, product is 9. Let us find the quadratic equation. Again, so we have a formula of x squared minus the sum, then x plus the product, then equals to 0. So, yan lang yung pattern natin. So, you have here x squared minus, ang sum natin, we have here 15x, then plus, your product is 9 is equal to 0. We're done. Ito na yung sagot natin. Next, let us have number 4. We have x squared minus ang ating sum. We have here 1/2, then x plus. Your product is negative 2/3, then equal to 0. Simplify x squared, so it becomes minus 1/2 x. Positive times negative is negative. 2/3 is equal to 0. Then find the LCD of our denominator. Ang LCD natin is 6. Then 6. Then just multiply. 6 times x squared, we have 6x squared. 6 divided by 2, pag may denominator, divide tsaka multiply. 6 divided by 2, we have 3. 3 times 1 is negative 3x. Minus 6 divided by 3, we have 2. 2 times 2, we have here 4, is equal to 0. So, we're done. So, this is now your sum and product of the roots. So, kung gusto nyo namang i-check, so check nyo. Let us have. For the sum, we have here negative b over a. So, we have your b is negative times negative 3 over. Ang a nyo is 6. So, we have negative times negative 3. We have 3 over 6. That is 1/2. Correct. So, yun, no? Lumabas. So, for the product, it is equal to c over a. Ang c mo, we have here negative 4. Ang a mo, we have here positive 6. Then, if you are going to simplify, negative 2 over 3. Ayun, lumabas. So, therefore, tama ang ating equation. So, ganun lang siya kasimple. So, hopefully, may natutunan for this day. And, kung meron po kayong tanong, do not forget to comment in our comment box. Right? So, maraming salamat sa mga nakinig at hopefully talaga meron kayong natutunan. So, thank you for listening. Bye-bye!